I can feel it, can't you? The world is dying. I can feel it, can't you? I've met friends who make me smile and remind me of home, but the world is still dying, and I can still feel it, can't you? Ispen once told me the outside world is where I belong, and yet death is the only thing that seems to claim anything around here. Something is terribly wrong. Can't you feel it? I wake up in a panic, covered in sweat most nights, and sigh in relief, all at the same time, to see myself covered in honey, flavored biscuit crumbs on my face and chest. I'm happy, and yet, in the back of my mind, something is screaming. The world is dying! I can feel it! Can't you? Breathe, Giuseppe. You're safe, for now. I'm in a new town now with new faces. It feels untouched by the chaos I've seen these past weeks. It reminds me of home. The world is dying, Giuseppe! Music won't save you this time. Ispen is gone too. I know you feel it. So what are you going to do? Well, those priests look important. I wonder if they have answers. That's a start, Clearwater. I remember the first time I felt it, but I have a feeling the people I've met can feel it as well. The world is dying. So, Giuseppe, what are we going to do? PS, get your act together. That performance was atrocious. That's it.
Thank you for the great roleplay. I love it. You're not encouraged to do that roleplay, but he likes doing it in character, so you can do it as you please for recaps. If you want to recap it just by what happened, inspired the next session, or you can do your own flavor to it. As our next individual, I'm gonna butcher your name here. Is it Cyril or Cyril?
Cyril.
Cyril, okay.
Yeah.
Cereal.
Yeah, exactly.
Cereal. No, I'm not gonna call you Cyril.
Cereal's chilling in the salami, you know?
Please do not put that. I'm going to say that on the team. There you go.
Salami.
What?
Go Salami Warriors.
With the salami knights.
Alright. As we continue onwards, we're gonna actually move towards the crew of Miles, Caspin, and Zeppi heading towards the market as we last left off, adventuring around the place, as I believe Solus is going to duel another potential individual knight who's an apprentice trying to become one himself. But we'll get to that eventually. Alright, as you eventually begin to leave around the village circles, went to the fishbowl, you got some good snacks here and there, and eventually you moved around and wanted to see around this small, quaint village of Vulgar, and it's far away from battlefields. It is quite a peaceful place as you begin to arrive to the markets. You can see the markets here are full of different kinds of spreads of fishes, collections of stalls, fresh fish supplies, crafts, local bounties, berries, mundane equipment. You can see there are people who even sell intricate fish bones as puppets, shaped as animals and sea serpents.
Hey, Giuseppe.
Oh, yes, Miles.
So, you remember those swords that we found that neither one of us can use? Wonder if
Mhm.
we could get a good price on those here.
Well, maybe.
So, do we see a vendor that looks like they would be interested in purchasing steel or swords?
Oh yeah, you can see some blacksmiths. You can sell swords and stuff like that, depending on what you're looking for.
Okay. Giuseppe, are you good with selling these and splitting the gold?
Yeah, of course. Oh, you mean the stuff that I can't eat? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll also go up to the one of the blacksmiths. Excuse me, sir.
Oi, what can I help you with?
I have come across 3 of these long swords that I have no use for.
May I take a gander? See if they're well kept, of course.
You hand them over to him.
As he looks one, he kind of lifts it up with his fingertips, kind of pointing at the end and kind of swinging it around. Very balanced, clean cut. Looks like these haven't really seen war yet. Where'd you find them?
Well, there was a skirmish apparently a while back, and we happened to come across what was left of it.
Oh, this is fine steel. Steel is hard to come by these parts. Why
Exactly.
would you want to sell them?
Well, like I said, we have no use for the steel ourselves, but we do have use for the coin.
Well, I can fetch you for the 3 swords with the metal that it's worth. I can potentially give you 50 gold pieces.
I think that sounds more than fair. What do you say, Hilsippy?
Yeah. Gold pieces. He starts to look at his hands and does a pretending hand motion that he totally agrees that, yes, that seems totally fair.
Well, we're in agreement.
He
50
shakes your
gold it is.
hand as he takes the 3 blades, mounting them, obviously, as they are very well kept. They look like I've probably seen a few battles in its time. It doesn't have any broken edges or anything into it. Whoever had them maybe a couple months. As he gives you 50 gold pieces for the 3 swords.
I hand 25 off to Hilsippy.
Thank you. Giuseppe turns around and looks at Caspian. Here, you take them too. He gives Caspian 15 gold pieces.
So for those that don't know, steel is very rare. It's very hard to find because a lot of the mining camps have stopped due to the wars. So if you do get steel, it can sell for a little bit more, and it can be more expensive to buy as well.
Oh, Seppi. No, I don't.
You take. He kind of puts the gold and puts it in your hand. Take it.
I'm still carrying his stuff. I don't think I ever grabbed his coin purse. I'm gonna just try and slip him into his.
All right, give me a sleight of
pocket
hand
without-
as you begin to put his money in his pocket. As he's being talked to, you get advantage because he's not paying attention. 13. You can.
You know what? I'm gonna let that happen.
You can let it go if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna let it go. Here.
As you'll find moments later, probably within an hour, that you notice your pocket's a little bit heavier.
Caspian, do you see anything that you like?
This is all too new. I don't even know what to look for. There's plenty of good food here, but nothing I would like to try. I prefer to cook my own foods.
You do see a lot of sculptures too, made of bones of different animals.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go over to that vendor because he has Muppets. And I've always wanted Muppets, Miles. I've always wanted Muppets. I'm gonna go see how much they cost.
It's a Muppet.
The puppet.
It's a puppet, a fishbone puppet,
Fish.
No,
Yeah.
that's what Miles
a
saying.
muppet. What's a muppet?
What's Muppet?
As
Do they have Muppet shows in the market too, or?
not at the moment. It's still pretty like during the day, but they would probably have like a Muppet kind of show for sure. But not always often. It doesn't look like the vendors has a show right now. It looks like they're sculpting some of them. As you can see, one's looking like sea serpents, one's looking like dragons, and some looking like gods. He's just kind of sculpting them all out of bones and adding fabric and adding twine and wire to use them. As you can see, it's a gnome.
There.
Hello! Greetings! What can I help you with?
I'd like, this one. He points to the serpent.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll show you what it does. As he begins to grab the two wires, as he begins to move the heads slightly left and right as it looks up and down, left and right. It's very kind of articulate because it can move. As you watch its tail begin to slur back and forth, almost like it's moving across the water.
Wow, that's so good. Do you perform?
I do. I usually perform once a month for the kids. We kind of have it at the village circle, and we usually have a huge festival. But everything is kind of going towards, well, the reenactment tomorrow. I got some knights, as he shows you little horses and knights as they move. And the knights are just kind of holding their swords in a still position.
Giuseppe turns towards Miles and Caspian. Guys, I didn't tell you this, but I really want to participate in the ceremony tomorrow. I wonder if he'll let me. He turns back to the gnome. I'm a bard, and I do music, and I also perform too. He takes out his guitar and does like a little tune.
Oh, well, if you want to participate in the war fronts, they could always use some pretenders of knights. They don't use real weapons or anything like that. It's all kind of pretend, but they might be interested if you were interested in joining the reenactment of the war.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a knight.
Yeah,
just like my great mentor, Isfin.
While the mayor will be there, you'll probably find somebody looking for a bunch of, potential people who want to reenact as a knight and reenact the story of conquering Istar. That's the war to the east. A very tragic war, but it was well worth it.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of pain.
Wow, so you were interested in this thing, little thing?
Yes, definitely. He shakes his head.
All right.
A lot.
He's selling it for 5 gold.
I will take both of them: the knight moving and the serpent.
All right.
So what time does this start tomorrow?
It should start in the afternoon, and it should end by the evening. It's a long reenactment.
Guys, I'm gonna show this to the priest later. They're gonna be so impressed with my performance. I already got a story going.
Just make sure you don't get them wet, and it tends to, well, the wiring in it tends to rust.
Okay. He looks at it nervously.
As you look underneath of it, you can see there's little screws and like wires that are attached to it, so it can intricately move.
Oh! Josepe's already starting to practice. Do you guys want to buy anything? As he's moving the.
Miles is gonna go look for some maybe a Fletcher shop, grab a couple of more arrows.
Sure. Well, you find one as they're selling a quiver of arrows for a gold piece.
Done.
Alright.
Yeah, that's better. I feel better having more arrows.
As you can see shops selling like rings and like necklaces and stuff like that. Nothing of magic, but of beauty, if anything, and things from a bygone era of relics and things like that for people who want to collect, but very expensive.
Actually, I'm sorry. I needed one more thing. Josepe's gonna stop in his tracks and remember, during his fight, he thought he packed his crossbow, but he does not have a crossbow. So he's going to hurriedly go over to Caspian. I'm so sorry, but can you hold on to one more thing?
What is it?
I want to get a crossbow for, protection. Would that be too much? He gives you puppy dog eyes.
I suppose a crossbow of your size wouldn't be that burdening.
Oh, thank you, Caspian. He hurries over back to the vendor. They're selling weapons.
All right. What kind of crossbow are you looking for?
Something simple and something he can handle. Not too big.
Do you want a light crossbow, a heavy crossbow, or a hand crossbow?
I'm not familiar with the differences. I'm just gonna assume a light crossbow means.
So if you don't have the reload, they all require a reload feature, so it does take an action to reload it.
You're also a short race, so that means if you get a non-light weapon, you'll have disadvantage.
Correct.
Right. I did not know these things, but I'm
You
going
can
to
use a
say
hand
right.
crossbow, which isn't too bad.
What is the hand crossbow? I mean, why is the hand crossbow different than the light crossbow?
It's a light, so you can use it, but it still requires loading, and it has less range.
Oh, okay.
You only have to use one hand to hold it. You can
Correct.
actually reload with your other hand, whereas the light crossbow you still have to hold with two hands to fire. Like the difference between a pistol and a rifle.
If you go crossbow master feat, you don't have to worry about loading.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So early stages, when you do fire, but hand crossbows are very expensive.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get the light crossbow.
As you see the hand crossbow, since the metal is very expensive inside of it, it's about 80 gold pieces.
Definitely not. I'm just gonna look at the vendor and say, sir, how much is that? And he's gonna point towards the light crossbow.
All right, you buy the prices due to, like I said, the metal. It's 5 gold more than their average price is. That's why you got more money for the swords, because of the metal requirement, as it's pricey. It's 30 gold pieces instead of 25.
Ooh, wow, that is exactly on the money.
Plus, you need to get bolts separately.
Oh, never mind. I have bolts now.
And bolts are expensive because they're made of metal.
I have an idea.
Yeah, that's why arrows are very cheap, because some are not made with metal, some are obviously made with our lower quality metal, or maybe potentially like flint, depending on how cheap you want to go.
I'm going to turn towards Miles, and I'm going to hold out my coin pouch and say, "Is this enough to get that?" And he's going to point towards the light crossbow.
Which one was that? He was actually just staring out at the ocean.
It's right there! He points to the light crossbow again.
Oh, the light crossbow? I imagine that's not as expensive. Excuse me, shopkeep.
Oh, yes.
How much is the light crossbow there?
Oh, it's 30 gold pieces.
30, huh?
30 gold. Oh, so these round things. Okay, let's count. 1.
Metal's hard to come by these days. Everything's made with metal. Prices have gone up. Not enough people forging for it.
No.
Oh.
Giuseppe, don't forget your bolts. You need bolts.
Bolts. Oh, so like the things that. Oh, okay. 1, 2,
tiny arrows.
3.
So he'll sell a quiver of bolts for 2 gold pieces instead of 1.
5, 6. Hey, look! I have 30 gold pieces. Oh wait. Oh, I don't. Oh, I won't have enough. Sir? I mean... Sir, I only have enough for the light crossbow, but I don't have enough for the quiver of bolts.
How much do you have
Is there
left?
any way we can roll the... I only have 30. She shows all the pieces left in his hands collected together.
You only have
So
30
he's running over.
pieces. Well, I can fetch you here. As he gives you the light crossbow and gives you 5 bolts for free on the house.
Thank you!
Caspian will lay down 2 gold pieces. He goes, just the full quiver, please.
Alright, as he gives you the rest.
You did didn't have to. Thank you.
That'll make
He
good
kind
use
of
of them.
he kind of grabs it all together with his arms.
It's as big as him as he takes it. Ooh. Why is it so heavy?
It's a Caspian. Here, take this one, Caspian. Ugh.
As he hugs you.
So Miles is looking around for kind of one of those job boards. He's thinking about getting back into sailing.
Okay. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of fishermen here around these parts. This is not much of like the raft here is about more fishing and kind of bringing back forth towards the town. And they do have ones for going to. You can pay a fee to head towards Calamand, which is a larger city from here.
I didn't think I'd find anything here. Oh well. Well, you two, where to next?
Well, I'm gonna practice because the ceremony celebration is tomorrow, and I want to make Ispen proud. He still has the puppets in his hand. He's practicing. So I'm gonna go back to the tavern. And I'm gonna keep practicing until I get it right.
Well, that sounds like a plan. How about you, Cass?
Yeah, I'm a little tired from the journey. I think I will head back to the Brass Crab and rest a little.
All right.
Yeah, I never did get a room. I've got to go get a room there, and well, it's nap time.
All right. You guys head back. All right. As we head towards Solus, as you eventually see Dareth there, obviously. All right. Well, I don't want to hurt you, but we're both squires. We'll do it non-lethally, of course. Nothing that would harm or mark us, okay? I'm still in training, of course.
That is alright. Either way, any injury that you have is most likely I can heal.
I don't want to get hurt. I'm still a trainee. As you can tell, he's not in armor or anything. I just show you that picture if he did have armor. As you can see, his weapon of choice is a greatsword. He is literally base armor class of 10.
Beat him up.
I just look at him, it's like, should I take off my armor? Makes it easier for you.
If you want, but you know, you don't have to. I could use the training to see if I can hit armor before. I've never hit any armor. I usually just practice.
Alright.
He kind of, instead of taking, like, you can see his greatsword is not a real greatsword. He's not using his lethal weapon. It's a wooden greatsword. If you want, I have other weapons here. As he shows, there's just different kinds of weapons made of wood. We don't really fight with, like, real weapons. This place has never been attacked.
Do I see a wooden spear?
I would say sure.
Alright, I'll definitely grab that and just like start swinging it around.
It's very light.
Well, let's begin.
All right. I'll let you do it first, as he obviously lets you take the first swing as he prepares himself. As you keep your armor on, as he fights with no armor.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I was just like, I look at him, I was just like, alright, you want to see if you could try to hit someone? I just didn't expect, oh well. So I'm just gonna go for the first spear. One-handed, I guess.
Alright, you strike him as he tries to dodge. His movements are still slow and very unagile as you hit him. You're gonna use the damage, but you can obviously do it non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal all the way.
You're gonna smack him across the shoulder. Ah!
Learn on your footing. You're predictable.
Damn, got him.
As he... Okay. Alright. This one is my signature attack. As he like lifts his heavy kind of, it's like a wooden greatsword as he swings it around clumsily as he tries to hit you with it.
A helicopter blade? The
17 to hit.
one?
That is a miss.
Alright, he misses as he just spins around. He loses momentum.
I think you need to work on that one.
Wait, let me try again.
Go ahead.
As he lifts up his weapon, as he uses his other attack, his multi-attack, as he rushes into you. Ah! A 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
As he like kind of nosedives into you, pushing all his weight. As instead of hitting you, he uses his body weight to push you against the wall for 14 bludgeoning.
God.
As it's kind of a goofy reenactment as you guys like stumble out of like the fortress and kind of roll on the ground.
Oh, bro.
He's a natural.
As he kind of rolls, as he laughs, ha 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 ha! I got you.
It's like me spitting blood.
As he like kind of stands up a little bit.
Excellent work on that. Toward me a little bit.
Oh, I didn't want to hurt you. I just wanted to tackle you. I didn't mean to that. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, it proves that you still have a lot of strength, actually.
Yeah, I'm known for all in, but I have no defenses. I still need to work on that.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
He says he goes all in. He has no defenses. He just kind of is like kind of a one-trick pony. He's still learning.
It's not good to have an all-out just offense. It's better to have defense. Like, for example, your greatsword. It wasn't able to hit me, and you were easily able to keep that pattern on. Just have a good defense, which is really good offense as well.
How do you defend with this? As he tries to pick the sword. I've never been able to block with this thing. But
Well,
I've
it is a
tried
great
shields
sword.
before, and I just really don't like them.
I'd say treat the greatsword like a shield, honestly. Just a really long one.
So like this, as he like blocks it on like the flat end to his face.
Yeah. Covers almost half of your body at least, so.
All right. Well, thanks for that. I better get back inside. I need to clean up. I've got a lot of duties to do.
Go ahead.
Duty.
As he heads back inside.
I just nearly died. Just
No,
like
you didn't take any damage. It's non-lethal. You can heal all that back. You just kind of get knocked. You really get the wind knocked out of you as you're like didn't expect that attack because he didn't use a sword. He just pummeled you and rolled into the ground with you.
didn't expect that. Just immediately I was just like, oh okay, just calf blood.
Yeah, no, you just got the you got the wind knocked out of you basically.
Nice.
It's like a surprise attack. You thought the sword, and then he just pushes into you.
That kid is gonna die one day and it's gonna be the proudest moment of my life.
Oh my god. That's a terrible thing to say. He's actually not a kid. He's a young adult, but yeah, he's for his age, probably. But he's still learning. All right. As we'll go towards the school book group. What do you guys want to do?
Cool. I mean, I think we embarrassed that noble's son. I mean, that's pretty much that was my goal in the campaign.
I've succeeded.
So yeah, I think yeah, that's it. Good game, everyone. I had fun.
It just
Yeah, same.
leaves the score.
Okay, we have-
Yeah, we fucked with that guy, so that was
Time to
funny.
retire.
Yeah.
We achieved great deeds.
Yes, are we? I gotta remember what voice I use for this person. It's been so long.
Alright. Where do you guys want to go now?
Oh, it's like late afternoon, is it? Or
It's getting closer to that, the evening now.
should we head back to the inn and, I mean, perhaps we can, well, we know just how poorly it went when we tried to ask about the, the M word. So, let's bide our time and perhaps we'll see something at the ceremony tomorrow. You can't have a good ceremony without a bit of magical cheer, maybe.
Yeah. Sure. Let's head back.
Unless you need supplies or something. I mean, might be nice to walk a bit more. Feel like I'm still bumbling around like a buffoon.
I'm fine with just heading back to the inn for a bit.
Okay,
Same.
wonderful. Well, let's. What? Why is my token so much bigger than this?
Because
Thank you. I'm like,
bigger.
I'm the short one.
You got bigger while you were walking.
Maybe you have
It
a
was
big
never
personality.
intended for tokens to be on the map, but I just do it because people want to move around.
No, it's good. No, I'm just like, oh my god, it's so big.
You should see Solus. Watch, I'll make Solus into like a micro ant. There you go. You can't even see him anymore.
Oh, good.
All I see is an 18 and that's it.
I'm a knight.
Oh.
I am a knight. I have a great sword on my side.
I'm sending Solus. You're
I'm
heading
in-
back. Or
Oh my
I'm a
god.
knight, guys.
Yeah, I'll be heading
Yeah.
back to the inn.
Yeah.
No. shit.
Alright. Alright, you guys head back. Alright, as obviously the evening gets later as you arrive back in. For those of you who haven't had a room, it's only a silver night. As you eventually arrive in, seeing fit there's more people here, kind of getting grouped up for kind of the send off.
Seppi is going to turn towards Caspian and Miles and kind of whisper as he motions towards the priest. Guys are really interesting, huh? Or those guys are really interesting, huh? Hey, over there. He kind of
Oh,
motions with his.
The glowy guy?
Yeah, they remind me of the magician wanderers that would come through my village. But I don't want to say anything because I think they're trying to be in disguise. He kind of waves his eyebrows. In disguise.
Oh. Well, I mean, this is a tavern. You're more than welcome to. Oh. How about you perform and break the ice with that? You can talk to him. Maybe he's a lover of fine music. Ask him if you can do a special piece for him. Take a request.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I didn't perform that much. Well, all right. Giuseppe looks over to the priest.
I'll say serenades you in love. I'm joking.
Again. He kind of looks at all of you guys.
What is happening?
As you can see, this guy's like very shy and
Oh,
awkward.
no.
Everyone just Everyone just stay silent. Perhaps if we don't talk, he won't notice we're here.
Well, actually, I just kind of wanted to mention you guys look really cool and so smart. He gives his best smile.
I'm not looking. Is it still here?
Are you the musician from earlier that was playing?
Uh, uh, uh. Uh, Giuseppe kind of nods, but he kind of puts his face down in embarrassment because of the performance. Yes, but I wasn't very good.
No,
What?
it's okay. We all have off days, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
No.
What's that be? What's that Clearwater? He holds out his hand.
Right. My name is Cyril Cervantes, and he kind of holds out his hand and shakes Giuseppe's.
Ooh, Cyril. Very interesting name.
Okay,
And your
great.
friends?
Oh, these are my associates. Poe and Erden.
Oh,
Hello there.
hello.
Yes. It's out of the bag now. Hello. The name's Foe. Foe Ferran.
Cyril?
What brings you to our humble table?
Well, and he kind of looks like he kind of gets closer. I didn't want to say anything, but are you guys magician?
What's a
You
magician?
know, people that do magic. I couldn't but overhear the conversation, and it seems like this town doesn't like people who use magic.
Hmm? And what's your staked claim to this?
Well, it's a little bit weird. I mean, this thing has always been nice to me, and our town is full of magicians.
Hmm.
By the way, I'm going to be performing at the ceremony tomorrow, and I was going to invite you. He kind of sits up now, trying not to be too suspicious of the people who may be watching.
The ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
For...
Well, apparently there was a big war that happened, and he kind of goes over, but he gives like a really rudimentary version of what the gnome told him. He's like, yeah, and this happened, and it was so much pain, and this happened, but it was for the best. He kind of ends it with a slight smile, but he is still concerned about what happened.
Cool.
So Miles will walk over after hearing this. You know, guys, it could be fun after all the somberness that's about to happen with the, funeral. Something to do.
Oh, Miles, those aren't bad. They're good. We're supposed to celebrate.
The funeral?
Yeah, it's some time of celebration. Their energy will move on.
That's why it starts off with fun.
Yeah. Get a little fun.
Well,
Anyway, well, I mean, we're probably set to leave this place soon enough because they don't have anything related to what we're after, personally. So, what say you two? Care for a bit of revelry and merriment before we go on our way?
Oh, yeah. That's what I can get down
I don't think it will hurt us.
Yeah, I think before we trap ourselves back on the boat with more waves and
Even remind me
rocking
about
boredom. Yeah. sorry. And Cyril kind of just like looks at the floor a bit. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea.
Oh yes, I suppose.
As you guys get interrupted, as you do see Becklin come in. The final farewell begins within 5 minutes. Everybody who is attendees of Ispan Greenshield, come to the docks, as we shall do the final rest and the final moments. As she begins to head out, as you do see a similar individual next towards her, a dwarf, and similar armor as she heads out as well. As you can see a lot of people moving in that direction, as it almost becomes where the tavern becomes empty, as only the proprietor is currently at the place.
Well, I suppose that's our cue.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stand up and beckon for the others to follow.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're in the wrong place. This says wharf, and they said that's by the docks. Oh no.
It's the docks.
Oh no,
Oh,
where
no.
do we need to go?
No. It's the docks.
There's no docks anywhere. We're stuck.
There's a duck right there, but it's just behind it, anyways.
Oh. There it is.
As you
We knew that.
You do
obviously.
see a knight of Salamia, obviously a retiree of Becklin. You've seen it before. As you see, obviously another individual adventurer that seen it's been many years ago. As you've seen them called Cudgel Iron Smile. As you can see the two of them, as you see them at the docks, posting as they're at the final kind of meeting, as people are kind of crowded around. As you see about 30 people, attendees, including yourselves. As you see the funeral takes place at dusk, as behind the rear of the brass crab. As you see, Becklin sets the stage of a simple boat arresting the body of Ispan's Greenshield. Those who are closest to Ispan's Greenshields gather to the docks, overlooking the Vanguard River. There, Ispan's body rests in a small boat. His body's wrapped in shrouds, as the musician plays a soft song, as a knight of Becklin steps forward in her ornate Salamia armor. She smiles gently to those assembled, and her voice carries clearly across the waters. You all know Ispan as a friend, and there were none like him before he died. He told me this, there should be tales, not tears, for our old scoundrel like me. Make sure everybody knows my stories. I head off on the greatest adventure of them all. As Beckon nods, the villagers carries the boat containing Ispan's bodies to the edge of the dock, where she and Cudgel lowers it into the water. So let us do just that, as Becklin continues, as a tiny vessel drifts out towards the Vanguard River. On the eve of the Kingfisher's Festival, we celebrate you, Ispan. Good travels, friend, until we meet again in our next life. As everybody kind of bows their head. You can see people sniffling, tearing, as people watch the departed friend head off to the seas. After a good 5 minutes, a moment of silence, everybody begins to move towards the brass crab once again. What do you guys do?
Well, are we gonna start the merriment now, or?
Is that tomorrow or right after now?
Oh, I'm always down to drink.
Ishton is, Hosepi's going to stay behind for a little bit. He's going to take out a flower. He's going to place it on top of the water. He's going to say a little prayer to Yondala. May we meet again, Ishton. Yonda is basically like the Athena of halflings, basically, guys.
Alright, as you begin to enter, most of you. For those that haven't, let me know if you haven't entered yet.
Yeah, I will say that Cyril's probably also hanging back a bit.
Yeah, Erlen, getting back to
Okay. Cyril, what do you do as you hang back a bit?
Cyril sort of approaches the docks and takes out a red stone, and it has like a carving of an eagle on it, and he just sort of says nothing and tosses it into the water. And then as he turns around, he just mutters, "And now another piece of my past has buried itself. Cool." And then he just slowly sort of walks in, a little more deflated than when he first left the brass crap.
Alright, as you soon enter in, a celebration is held as people are getting crazy, obviously preparing themselves. As after the funeral rite and the reception is over, you can see crowds as you see Yalmi, the brass crap proprietor, keeps bread and cheese and local ale coming for dozens of attendees. As everything is free for today, as for our good friend Ispin Greenshield. As you can see practically everybody in the village making an appearance at a reception, as you do see people you haven't met, people you have met, people you've got sold items to, and such. As you see soon as the reception begins, you see Becklin call everyone at attention. What is your best stories of Ispin? Speak it out loud and seek it out fair, as this is a celebration from a good man for all of us who remember him. As she speaks out towards everybody, spinning a tale of Ispin's stories. For those that may have a tale, it can obviously shout it out towards everybody. And if you want to even add a little bit more flavor, you can roll a d6 and get more stories, maybe some adventures you have had. I will message you them if you like. Who was that with the d6?
That was me.
Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, I'll send it in Discord for you. And you can, if you can manage to roleplay that out, I will give you props.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Alright, no, you don't have to. I'm just giving it to people who want to. Alright, Hosepi.
I have something to say. So, Ispin was a close friend of my family, and a paragon of virtue in our village. In fact, it's not honestly that funny, but we were being attacked by a neighboring village, and Ispin was there with his green shield, and it glue ever so brightly, and he, using the shield, knocked over our water supply to flood the plains, so they all slipped, and because they'd all slipped, the gnomes guarding were able to just weave in and poke them all to death. It was, obviously I wasn't there, but I heard that it was rather hilarious. But no, he was a good man and an inspiration. Yes, I'll miss him, but I'm happy that I can at least share this with you all.
What's that?
Yeah.
Wow.
No need to get emotional.
People are
Everything's
like,
fine.
Good man, good man!
To Ispin! He shouts. He shouts.
To Ispin.
To Ispin!
Seppi steps up as well. Ispin was quite a tale. Every single time he would visit my village, he would always tell me of his travels. And one night, he shared a campfire with this strange old man. He told me his breath smelled like air, but not the good kind, my friends. And he kind of points to the barkeep. Not the good kind.
Oh, yeah.
And he would tell of the things that he would share, that he shared with this old man. And the old man's greatest advice he ever offered. Whenever you see death, you smile and run towards it. Because even though death may be there, it doesn't mean it will always be. And I know, he points to his heart, that however way he died with a smile. Ishbin!
Ishbin! People are like cheer. As you eventually see an individual in the back corner, you do see, after a few tales been told, as you do see this individual you've seen before. For those that went to the mansion, you can see the younger there. As he laughs and yawns. Oh, these stories are so boring. Oh my god, I've heard these 1,000 times. You're telling them worse than he did. Jeez Louise.
Miles looks around.
Oh!
Who's the little prick?
Oh. That Ponce.
As you realize there's a heckler in the stories here as people are looking at him with annoyances.
Oi, Baquette. Why didn't you piss off, yeah?
Why should I? I'm a part of it. I know his band.
Yeah, well, we're trying to celebrate his death, not ruin the atmosphere.
I was hoping to hear a good story. All these stories sound alike.
Right, well, do you have anything to say, or are you just here to mock those sharing in memory?
I don't have anything to say.
Well, except jeers. Where's your daddy? Is he going to come save your hide this time?
No.
Did you get a nice ripe spanking after our last, our last meeting? He didn't seem very pleased.
There was no spanking. What are you talking about? I spanked you! As he stands up, kind of spilling his drink on the ground.
Cyril just sort of pulls his chair out and calmly gets up and goes, "You speak ill of the dead, but I wonder, what would they speak of you if you were to perish right here, right now?"
Are you gonna intimidate him?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15. As he looks towards you. My father's gonna tell! You were all gonna be in jail! As he runs out.
Nice one.
Well, that was quite fun, wasn't it? And Cyril just kind of sits back down.
Giuseppe runs up to the ball. You guys were so cool!
For those that have told the story, you get an inspiration point.
Yay, I'm back to 4 now.
Well, this inspiration point's different. You can use it in any way and manner to get advantage, or that's how I use mine, but...
Yeah, not bardic inspiration.
It's not bardic, no. This is a special one. That's only the DM can give you. I give it really rarely, so enjoy it. Alright. As you do see, obviously, individuals there you can obviously talk to. You do see Cudgel there, the dwarf, as she's obviously enjoying a drink. You can see many other individuals here. As for those that are around there, I'd like you to roll a perception check. Highest perception check sees as an individual, a mysterious individual.
Not Cyril, I don't think.
Yeah, Cyril did his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Alright, Caspian, you do see this individual as you see a particular somber guest with blue skin. Looks like an elf of some kind. As you do see, they are kind of keeping to the fringes of the reception as they kind of begin to float through the walls and doors like it's nothing.
Did anybody else see that person over there? Just went through the door.
Oh, whoa.
Over to the right there, by the bar. Something
What
floating around.
happened?
There's something.
What's up, he's
There's something moving.
Hmm? What? He's still drinking. What? What happened?
As you're the only one who sees it, as you do eventually see them moving upstairs.
All right, I'm just gonna get up and just walk upstairs by myself.
All right.
I think he's had too many.
Did you realize the privy is downstairs, not up?
He seemed pretty concerned about what he saw. Should we...
Caspian.
He's already up the stairs.
As he's gone. As you do see, obviously, another introduction, as you do see the dwarf there. If you guys want to talk to her, you can, as she's obviously telling her stories. As she knows Ispin and such in the distance, as everybody's obviously mingling. Even Becklin's obviously getting mingled with, and many other people, obviously, telling the tales and drinking and enjoying food on the house. As bread and cheeses galore just keep coming out. And
So
plenty of
Miles
ale
will-
to drink.
Miles will grab a handful of cheese and bread and a bit of ale, and then he'll take off after Caspian.
Okay.
Yeah, Cyril's also kind of following suit, a little concerned.
Alright, as you begin to move through, you can see you see the blue figure as you come after them. You can see them kind of getting to a door. As what do? As you're kind of face
Did
to
you say-
face with them.
We see the blue figure.
No, only Caspian does. He's currently ahead
Okay,
of
just
everybody.
okay.
I have a question with the wild companion. Does that summon the spirit as the ritual, or is it kind of an instant cast thing if I use my wild shape to do it?
If you're using the wild shape, it's instant.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm going to burn one of my wild shapes and summon up my little wolf companion.
Okay. Alright. Do you just look at them? Do you say anything? Or just
I'm
slide
gonna ask him if he can crouch forward a little bit, if he can smell anything or sense if there's any sort of danger from the blue figure.
You can't smell anything, as your canine is confused with what he sees. It sees an ethereal ghost.
Look like he kind of he's a little spooked, a little scared. He just starts snarling.
So as you watch the ghost hear it, as it turns its eyes around the hall. Are you around the corner at the moment? Or are you right in front of it?
I'm around the corner. The wolf is right in front of him, so I'm just kind of peeking around.
As it sees the wolf as it looks towards it, as it kind of whistles towards it, like almost like kind of like a female. As it looks towards it, doesn't look lethal or threatening.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him just to sit, and I'll walk up next to her.
Hello.
Cautiously.
Greetings. Do you know Ispin?
I did, yes. Did you?
I did. In my lives. I had claimed many loves, and I had lost my long life partner. My name is Leandra. A pleasure.
I'm Caspian.
I was once a beautiful singer in my time, as Ispin claimed my performance as beautiful. I wanted to say my goodbyes to him.
Would you perform for him if he were here?
I would.
Did you love him much?
Every day.
Did you watch from the window here as he went out to sea?
I was there. But I am just a figure of my lost self, as he kept me company. As you can tell that she was a ghost even when she met him. As she looks like an elf, like an really aged-old elf. You can give me a history check if you want. What kind of elf she is. 13. You can tell by the similarities. You can tell she is one of these elves of an old age of war, long forgotten. Because the elves of these kin are very rare to find around these parts. As she looks towards you. Well, I would sing for you, but my love is not here. And she starts to hum very quite nicely as she eventually vanishes into her room. Not even opening the door. So eventually your friends run behind you and realize quickly enough that they don't really know what's going on, but from when you've seen it, you can tell this individual had died upon the cataclysm over 300 years ago. As she looked like an elven priestess once upon a time ago.
Hey, buddy. You okay? Whoa, where did this wolf come from? Oh, does he bite?
No, not unless I tell him to.
Oh, okay. You feeling okay? Maybe had a little too much to drink, maybe?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just seeing things, I guess, from the emotions today of losing a friend.
Miles reaches out and hands him a small piece of loaf bread that he's hoarding. Man, put something on your stomach. That usually helps me.
Thank you.
So you're okay.
Yeah, I will be with some time. I think I need to get some sleep now. I just can't process what all's happened today. I've never been to the city, never been to a memorial, never been around so many different people. It's quite much.
Oh. Well, I mean, get your bearings. If you're going to the festival tomorrow, that's going to be a lot more people.
Well, now that I have my wolf here, I should be okay.
Right. I'm gonna head back down to my associates then, and Cyril will just sort of leave.
Yeah, I'm going to head back down to the buffet.
I'm gonna have the wolf kind of just pick up Miles from the back of his shirt and kind of toss him on the top of it and run down to the bar quick, and I'm gonna go to my room.
Oh, that's just weird.
You guys
And
do.
I told this thing. That's not how it goes. In the crowd.
As you do eventually see Cudgel come towards you, as Clearwater, you can see them giving a handshake and giving you cheers. Ah, welcome! As she looks towards you, very dwarvish individual, no beard or anything, but very clad armor. So you know Ispen, Green Shield.
Mm-hmm. He was the one who taught me all music.
Well, I was, the leader of an ironclad regiment with him. Mercenaries that we were currently camped outside, Bulgar. It was a good time, indeed. I currently, came here to say, my condolences towards him, but, I'm still on duty, of course. How do you, know Ispen? Have you traveled together, Fall?
Well, now that I have my wolf here, I should be okay.
As you do eventually see Cudgel come towards you, as you do eventually see Cudgel come towards you, very clad armor. So you know Ispen, Green Shield. Well, I was, the leader of an ironclad regiment with him.
Oh, no, this is actually my first time out of the village.
Hmm.
But, so you're a warrior? Yeah. What's
Uh,
up, his eyes kind of like.
warrior, sure, I guess. I'm a knight. A captain, of
Whoa.
course.
A captain! Oh my, this is fate! He kind of jumbly scrumbles around in his backpack and takes out a small, scribed notebook, kind of like a diary. Can I get notes? I'm performing a ceremony tomorrow. I'm gonna be one of the knights.
Oh, you're going to participate in the reenactment. I'll be there too. I'll be fighting. I'll be on the other side of Istar. We'll be fighting in the battle, just as a reenactment, of course.
Of
I
course,
will be
of
playing against the enemies.
course. Just hearing your stories, you sound strong.
Oh, you know,
Is there anything you can?
it's been a while. I've been enjoying the place of peace. There's been war everywhere around these parts. Is a lot more peaceful than if anything.
Iston never talked much about the outside, but he always told me that the outside was where I belong. And it's kind of disappointing to see I won't be able to have any adventures with him, but I think I'll have enough adventures to make him proud.
As you can tell, she is a knight of Salamia, as she does have a sigil of a dwarvish nation of Calandia on her armor as well, as she comes from a very far off land.
Oh! Josepe remembers he said the Insomnia?
Salamia. Yeah, Salamia. It's basically like continent. You're still on pretty much, but
No, I mean, right? That she has on her. That she has on
I
her.
forgot to show you this, guys, but that's what they look like. So the one obviously on the left is Cudgel, and the right is obviously Becklin.
Do they look similar to the knights that me and Miles saw when we tried to save them before they were killed by the
No, they have different regal armor. They're from different squads. You can tell Becklin is retired. She kind of stays here and helps fortify from any bandits coming in and out. As Cudgel, she's kind of more of like, her armor's more, less of a knight, more of like a mercenary.
Gotcha.
But she still obviously fights for the people of the land of Salamia.
Giuseppe's gonna mention or kind of say to himself, "Tonight, me and my friend Miles, on our way here, we saw some knights and we tried to save them, but they were surrounded by a group of monsters."
She looks towards you. What? You're joking,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing around here. She starts to drink more ale.
No. He drinks as well. I'm sure of it. If Miles were here, he would tell you the same thing as he's like stuffing his mouth with cheese,
Must have been
trying to cough.
must have been a dream or something. There hasn't been war here in several years.
No, I'm telling you. He's still eating, trying to calm himself. It was so bad.
She looks towards
We
you.
tried to
I
save
wouldn't. She looks towards you. You're just dreaming. If people hear a word of like this could cause a riot, I would highly suggest keeping it to yourself. I wouldn't want people knowing that there's a war coming and then there's no war and people will, well, the festival will be ruined.
Yeah. Giuseppe kind of takes a moment to realize what she's saying and nods silently. You're right.
Enjoy yourself. Drink merry. Remember Ispin, and of course, enjoy yourselves. There's plenty to be had here, and there's great peace around these parts. Enjoy it while you can.
Giuseppe silently nods this time, he doesn't say anything. But he gives a smile nonetheless and starts to drink.
Alright. She goes off and talks and mingles with somebody else. As what you guys want to do is, there's obviously other individuals to talk here. If you do want to talk to Becklin, you can, but there's a lot of other people here, obviously drinking and eating. If you see fit that you had enough of the night, you can obviously head towards your established place to sleep in and relax for the night.
So I do want to do one thing. So as I'm coming down back from the upper levels, I'll yell out, "Hey guys, look at this! This is so cool!" While I'm riding on a wolf, like it's a mount.
We're like, "Ooh! There's no animals not supposed to be here!" As people like look,
well,
wild beasts. The people look around, kind of moving away.
I mean,
service animal.
If he's riding on it, it's probably not wild.
As you can see, the proprietor. We have rules here. You know this. As you can see, like a little sign as no pets allowed.
But service animal, I need this fella to help me walk when I'm drunk.
I don't think
Come on, please look at it. It's so cool.
Fine.
This is supposed to be an enjoyment of Ispins, not the babysitting.
Have you met Kinder before?
You can see towards them as everybody kind of looks towards you. Oh, we have a bunch of ruffians indeed.
That's true.
Yeah. We are. All right, fine. I'll take it outside.
Just waddle outside.
And just as you get to the door, you hear up from Caspian's room, he just whistles twice really loudly, and the wolf disappears.
Poof.
Ow! Hit the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't watching.
I spilled my drink, my cheese.
Passes over with his beer kind of sloshing around. You okay? He trips over and flashes it on himself.
As you just collapse onto each other.
Oh dear. This is
a bunch of small halflings on top of each other.
Should we head to our chambers then, perhaps?
I'm just gonna wave over to name Becklin.
Yeah. As she begins to head towards you, as you see her in her armor and suit.
Becklin, do you have a moment to talk?
Sure. Certainly, as she puts her drink down.
So you do a bit of work helping to protect the town and whatnot, right?
Of course, I was once a knight of the Solomonic Knights, the Order of the Crown, for many years. But I've retired. For the last decade, I've served the Thornwall Keep of Volga. Protecting it, I've been posted here, not on an official charge from my superiors, but a quiet retirement, I guess you could say. But I take my role serious, of course, maintaining my skills, my equipment, and if alert of danger besides me, I even have a potential, a trainee underneath me, learning the ways, the old ways, of course. What is it?
That means you know what's happening in the outside world.
I do, but it's a war that I don't believe we can win. Even kingdoms and fortresses have even sided with the dragon.
Everyone here seems to be either in denial or just plain old.
It's the last place. It's the last place that people don't need to know of the war.
Yes, but they can prepare.
They're not
all the
warriors.
Other places. I mean, they're not going to be able to escape notice, and eventually the war will either make them warriors or they'll fall by the wayside like the rest.
Well, we do have escape plans, we do have boats and things if need be, but the people
yes,
here...
But if attacked by dragon, boats won't do anything, you and I know that.
There hasn't been dragons here beyond before my time. I don't think a dragon would come all this far away to conquer a small village. There's nothing here.
There's hope. Hope of a world that's not afflicted by this war.
And who are you? Begins to look at the robes and stuff.
technically not wearing the robes
Oh, okay.
because of my
Or you're just regular clothing as she looks
Yeah.
towards you confused, as she doesn't know who you are or where you come from.
just an old friend of Ispin's.
Have you fought in the war then?
No, but the war affects us all, whether or not we've fought.
This is merely a day for celebration. I don't want to get too worried up. For the people here, I don't think Volgar will be assaulted anytime soon. And if we do know of war, we'll escape towards Kalamand, the greatest city from here. A week's journey.
I suppose I just don't want this place to, I mean, I know living in fear of war is no way to live, but just being apathetic or plain old ignorant of it seems even more dangerous.
Oh.
Ignorance is a sharp knife that can cut deeply.
I don't have the power to do anything here. You will have to talk to the mayor for that reason. And she's
That
a
seems
stubborn
like
individual.
Yes. Oh well, we're going to be leaving soon anyway, so perhaps it's not our place.
She nods towards you.
Rest easy,
You too.
and I'll go up to my room.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything before heading off to bed, or are you gonna eat and drink to contents until you are wasted?
That.
That.
Josepi is going to silently nudge at Miles. Hey, don't miss my ceremony participation tomorrow.
No, whoa. There's a rule that I live by. Never harsh somebody when they're on a good bender.
But if you drink too much, you're gonna miss it.
No, I'll be fine in the morning. This is not my first time doing this, you know?
Okay. Well, I'm turning in for the night. Second's gonna go upstairs as well.
She's like drunk a little bit, kind of tips toes up the stairs.
Yeah. Whoa. Whew. That feels good.
Alright, so Miles stays down below, drinking until his heart's content. What about you, Solus? What do you do? We haven't heard from you yet at all, as you're kind of in the background the entire time. What is your experience this year?
I'm more along the lines of just observing. Basically, just watching the scene, seeing if anything bad happens, but nothing bad happened really, so he's just enjoying his drinks.
Alright,
He actually is gonna approach Becklin.
sure. She looks towards
yeah.
you as she just finishes a conversation with her obviously friend as she looks towards you. Wow, you're strange looking. I've never seen your kin before. What are you by chance?
Wait. Who's the person who I've talked to before?
Oh, the Dareth?
Was it Dareth?
Yeah, Dareth Highwater, the one you trained with.
No. I was talking about because I did have an interaction with Becklin.
You did have before. As she doesn't recognize, she's kind of intoxicated a little bit.
Okay. I was just like,
People are drinking here. People are having fun. People
Oh
are
yeah, I was just like, I actually thought it was legit, so I was just like, okay.
Plus one.
I had an interaction with you before. Huh, I guess you already forgot about me.
Sorry, after you had 5 drinks in you and plenty of cheese to make a grown man full for the rest of the week, it's probably likely. Could you recall yourself again? Sorry, I usually am not like this, but I usually don't drink on the job, but I thought for Ispin's sake. He always wanted me to branch out a little bit and be a little bit more flexible.
Huh, funny enough. I did have a little sparring session with your underling, or at
My
least more along the
squire?
line.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
quite a handful indeed, but he's very loyal. He had came up to me every year to be trained, Took him a decade until I agreed upon it.
10 years. It's an awful lot of light.
No, he's only been training for about a year.
And that is the only squire you have.
Well, I'm not a knight anymore. I'm merely retired, if anything. I just keep a watchful eye, and he wanted to learn the old ways, so I taught him the old ways, but he has much to learn. This place is not a place with armaments. We do have guards, but it's not a place... Well, we don't see war. I haven't seen war in this place for over 10 years since I retired. I haven't seen anything. I've heard stories about the war far away from here. I don't think by chance anything would come here. As you can tell, she's much older. She's hitting her 60s now, in human years. She can still wield a sword and a shield, but she wouldn't be able to be on par with more of the youth to stay like in the ring for a long time, I guess you could say.
Well, you should be proud of your squire, since he caught me off guard, but as well as I have caught him.
What? She's confused. What happened?
We had a training sparring session
And?
in Thornwall, and safe to say he thoroughly beat me.
No. He is hard-headed. He doesn't like losing.
Which is a good feature, but a stubborn one at that.
He has a good heart. And he still needs to know a lot of discipline.
Neither way. I have an awful feeling, that's why. I don't want to ruin the mood, but I sense something's awful's gonna happen soon. I don't have time, but I'm just gonna leave soon.
Awful? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong around here. How do you sense this? She confuses and just kind of pondering upon how do you know?
A quiet village is not supposed to be happy for this long. If a place like this, and especially that, how do you say, nobleman that ran away, it's most likely going to end in a bad route. Just by, not by having this, it's more along the lines of a quiet city is going to be the loudest thing when faced in
The
battle.
war has been happening for many years. It hasn't come this way. And I don't think expecting it coming this way. And if it does, well, we have plans of evacuation towards Calamand, a week's journey away from here.
Well, I give those plans the best of their luck. As he just like leaves.
As she's like,
just
before you leave, as she hands you something, I would be interested if we could talk in the morning. As she hands you an invitation to Thornwall Keep. You don't have to take it if you don't like it. Seeming fit you're leaving tomorrow.
he'll take it.
Alright.
I'll keep it in mind as I will go to my quarters.
Alright. Is everybody heading to the quarters now at this point? Anybody else? Anything?
No, I don't.
No.
He's at his quarters.
Alright. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
So we still have bets. We still have bets. Who do you think is gonna die first?
Well, we're level 2, so threats a little lower.
Hey, we never said that there could be character death in this campaign.
I know, but I'm gonna try my hardest not to let anybody die this campaign. Unless something like silly happens. Like
A silly death.
we wake up a dragon on purpose. With no plan. You know, that's like a
We totally haven't done that before.
right.
Or just definitely stick your head inside a stone wall.
And listen to a dragon.
Listen to a gurgling noise for some reason.
Be back in a second.
That straight up would have been a TPK if it weren't for those NPCs.
I was gonna say either that whole like door mess, or I was just like, or have your cleric be the first one to go down after going down a giant fucking tunnel of electricity.
Yeah. It was a vibe, you know. It was fun.
A lot of stress, but it was fun.
Yeah, definitely wasn't completely stressed.
I'm glad I fucking used Revivify and not that bone wand.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
All of you guys are saying use the bone wand. I'm just like, no. I didn't even know what the effect did for the bone wand, so luckily I didn't even use it at all.
I think it was something like
It turns into a zombie.
It casts Revivify, but I think the caveat was that they end up being like undead.
Yeah. No bueno, no bueno.
I mean, cause it's like the hag gave it to you guys, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm amazed we actually managed to fight those hags at the end there. I thought we were gonna get fucked.
I thought so too, because the moment who I think I was it
I think it was Bob.
Was it Bob that figured out Baba Yaga?
Oh no, it was me and Echo.
Yeah, because like at that point someone teleported and they were just like, ah shit, and then that's immediately.
Yeah, and as soon as Red started describing that, you see like what was it, the fucking rocking horse, a lotus, and like a puppet or some shit. I was like, oh no.
And then just like what was it? The bugbear is just like Baba Yaga, and I was just like, ah shit, here he goes.
Yeah. I was afraid it was gonna be. I was afraid it was gonna be straight up Baba Yaga. Like I was like, oh, this is bad.
Oh no, yeah. So I was just like, oh fucking it. We're in a like little tiny coliseum of like a tower with 3 of the hags, and then luckily she convinced one of the other hags. What was it, Bav? Yeah, it was Bav Lorna.
Yeah.
Fight against each other.
Talk no jutsu.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just grabbing myself a fresh cup of tea.
Well, hell yeah. What kind of tea do you like?
It's not like Earl Grey or anything. It's just literally called Yorkshire tea.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I watched a lot of The Spiffing Brit a couple of years ago, and I'm like, oh, this Yorkshire tea seems interesting. So then I tried it. I'm like, okay, I think I prefer this more over English breakfast, and here I am.
Oh, okay. Is it a brand thing, or does it or does it have like the same tasting properties?
No, it does taste quite a bit different from English breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice. But yes, I did used to drink Twinings, but no, Yorkshire tea thus far.
Nice.
It's kind of early here. Oh, sorry, pardon me.
Ugh.
I need the extra tea-fueled energy.
Yeah, that's fair. I used to be such a tea drinker, and then I started my job, and then I became such a coffee drinker. It's embarrassing.
It's all
You know
about
what?
caffeine, baby.
I used to
Pardon?
love drinking vanilla chai tea and sleepy time tea just to chill. But when I started working my overnight job, oh man, it's like me and coffee just
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
yeah. What kind of coffee like? Because I like, and I know I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I like straight up cold black coffee, no sugar, no cream. It's like something.
Oh.
Yeah, I
I
know.
like
You like
I
drinking rocket fuel?
if you put ice in it, it's not actually bad, but I kind of like the very light. I have almond milk in mine, very light though, and I mix it up.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
a good blonde roast
But the almond
usually.
milk I use is vanilla flavored, so it's not just almond milk. This just has like a
Ew.
flavor shot to it. I like it. It's just a preference. But most of my drink, the coffee I drink, is espressos that are flavored.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So
I
it,
just
it balances it out. So it's like a bitter, and then there's a lightness to it.
I just
Mm.
drink coffee with almond milk, and that's it.
That's just,
Like,
everybody has a preference, obviously. As you're, for me, like, because I have still like a kind of phlegm, it's not good to have anything related with milk. So obviously, even almond milk's bad for me. But I still need a little bit. I need a little bit. I can't drink it without it. I just had an espresso without it today, and I was like, oh, this is so gross.
Well,
Oh,
I
wow.
drink tea black, but not coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, I drink tea black as well, but
I need with tea. I need at least a teaspoon of honey. Needs a little sweetness.
I don't even know how I'm still awake right now. I literally did not sleep today.
I'm awake using hopes and prayers. And
yeah.
It's like I only had an hour power nap, and that's it.
anyways, is everyone back?
Death.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I don't know if that was everyone.
I'm back.
That was someone.
All right. As we wake up upon the next day, as you guys get a nice full rest. For those that are heavily intoxicated, I will say Miles is one of them, guaranteed. But for anybody who drank a lot of booze, they can roll a con save with disadvantage. Oh, Miles he holds himself. All right, Caspian is completely. Caspian, roll me a d12 and see how bad you're hammered today.
Yeah, pirate background. That's what I.
3 hours as you have disadvantage in perception checks. Light obviously irritates you, and sound does too. So you have a hangover. Miles is not, as he just somehow his body just kind of dilutes everything out of it, as he's fine.
Yep,
Oh
he's
my
a sailor.
God.
He's done this so
he's
many
just
times.
he's just like his belly's just overfull. He's like, I gotta pee. Ugh.
Well, he did say he does. He always does this. Sense.
As some of you guys wake up, you do see a little envelope under your kind of your door, except for Solus.
I'll pick mine up.
All right.
I picked mine up.
Picks up his contract. His envelope.
Yeah, Cyril will as well.
Alright, you do see this envelope as it is an indication of Becklin, an invitation to Thornwall Keep.
Where?
I'll be heading over there right now, or in the morning.
Not you skipping breakfast?
Ooh.
Alright.
I'm gonna go downstairs and go to the barkeep.
It's like on my way over there, I'll just be eating one of my rations.
Alright. Rub that out of your inventory. Alright, you go to the barkeep as you see the individual there. She's Yalam's there. Oh, what can I get for you? Just cleaning up. It's so much mess. Oh my goodness. Guys party like crazy. They didn't go to bed until like midnight.
Oh,
Oh well, that
sorry. I think I had a talk with that. So he kind of scratches his head. What do you have for breakfast?
We have eggs, bacon, sausage, and galore bread if you'd require. Seeming fit you plentifully destroyed off storages.
Miles just kind of appears next to him. Did somebody say bacon?
Our breakfast menu is quite prized. It'll, as they will charge you only, I'd say like 2 silver.
Josepi kind of reaches into his coin purse and then realizes he has no money left. So then he goes back to the barkeep and looks and says, I don't have any money.
Oh,
I got you, Josepi. Don't worry about it.
Huh? No, wait. But
2 plates.
I can perform. Wait, Miles. I could perform for you if you like.
She takes the money already. As you're like, wait. Alright, have a seat. Any drinks you like? You can obviously check the menu here. You're looking for ale, any mead, or potentially some grog, or if you particularly want to forfeit all that, water's free, of course.
After last night, I'm sticking to water.
Water seems good.
Yeah, Caspian sits down as well. Yeah, extra tall
You
water.
hear noise and clanging clangs of plates, Caspian. It irritates your ears. As the light fixtures here begin to burn into your eyes. You're like, ugh.
Oh, buddy, you don't look so good.
No, and then I look right over at the window and I yell out real quick, shut up, I don't want to hear it this morning, as 2 little birds, I was listening to them talk, they're just screeching and it's like, no, go away.
They're talking about, man, the worms here are not so good.
I was on a ship yesterday with a dead person, just floating. I don't care, go away.
As 2 hot plates arrive, smoking hot bacon, crispy, eggs galore, as it's a full plate meal. Sorry, we're kind of out of bread, so there won't be any bread served with it. Or cheese,
okay.
or cheese as well.
And bacon too.
No, they have the bacon. They just gave
It's
bread
the
and
plate.
cheese for free, and everybody
But
ate
you
that.
have the most important part on the plate, so it's fine.
Protein. All right, so you guys have the meals. As what about our mages, our fellow mages? How are you guys waking up? As you?
Oh yeah,
drink
I
the
ordered.
note?
Well-
Sorry.
Well, Erden is waking up and going downstairs, right at the time when the barkeeper brings out these plates with bacon and whatever else. He's like, "Oh, smells good. Can I have one too?"
Sure, have a seat. It'll cost you 2 silver. Are you looking for any drinks by chance?
No drinks after yesterday. Just water, please.
All right.
Miles waves him over. Come on, join us.
Move.
Oh,
As you
Hello.
can see Caspian's face as he smells the food. Is like his stomach just gurgles.
That ale last night was far stronger than the wheat shots I used to have back home. I was not ready for that.
Captain, would you like some?
No.
Josepi. And pointed towards Caspian. Would you like some?
No. He just kind of like puts his hand over his mouth, holding up back a little bit of vomit. I may just have to get up and walk around for a bit.
Are you sure? He takes a bite of the sausage and holds it back out to me. It's so tasty. Come on, just a bite.
It's the worst day too, Caspian, because they're doing the festival and shit today. So you can hear a lot of people clinging, clanging, moving around.
Miles gets up, walks over to Caspian with a slab of bacon, puts it in front of his face. Are you sure?
You sure?
Bacon?
Sausage?
Bacon in front of a druid. That sounds wonderful. Yep.
Perhaps you should go for a walk around the docks.
Yeah.
Inhale some of that fresh air.
I'm actually gonna go far away from the water. I'm smart enough to know that the waves crashing are gonna be bad, so I'm actually gonna start walking out just through the back alleys in the housing neighborhood, the West Tide.
All right.
Oh well, safe journeys anyways.
So, guys, I get this letter. Oh, dude, this sausage is so good. Miles, have you tried the sausage yet?
Oh my god, yes, it's good. Everything here is good.
He's holding out the letter that he received on his door. He's like, but guys, I got this letter.
You watch his hands are so greasy they're covering the whole leather. It's all greasy now.
Did you guys do one too?
Miles pulls one out, holds it up, puts it on the table.
As you realize you're kind of connected with these two pigs.
What?
What about you, Cyril? Are you coming downstairs or no?
Sorry, my mic was on mute. Cyril sort of rolled out of bed and like made his way downstairs. Saw the commotion.
You do see the envelope at your doorstep.
Yeah, he's already read the envelope. He's just kind of eyeing everything that's going on downstairs.
Yeah, you do see them as you do see some missing people, of course. You don't see Caspian currently MIA. But yeah, so you do see everybody with these envelopes, as you can see the two halflings eating galore, as you do eventually see a plate brought towards one of your individuals, as he's got a nice plate full of food in front of him.
Cyril will kind of walk up to them. So you guys also got the invitation to Thornwall Keep, or?
Oh, you mean this envelope? Yep, I did.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
What do you mean? What do we think about it?
Do you think we should go, or?
Might as well. I don't really see why not.
Want to go over there together?
I mean, if we happen to walk in the same direction, somewhat close to one another, as if we were a party, then perhaps that might be okay.
Yeah.
He kind of stuffing his food. That's so funny.
As you do that, roll me a con save, actually, as you stuff a lot of food as you try to talk and chew at the same time. A tad of disadvantage. He manages to cough and hack a little bit, eventually swallowing it all down at the same time as he begins to breathe for air.
Oh my god, chew, Josepe, chew!
Well, and that's why my mama always told me to chew.
It's like a duck just swallows.
Try not to die before we actually get there, right? We don't need 2 consecutive funerals.
Right. Well, I'll let you guys finish up. I'll just be waiting outside, and Cyril will sort of head to the door.
So,
You don't
assuming-
want any of the food?
As you hear him, you don't want any food. As obviously, I don't know if you're not hungry or not. It's up to you.
No, yeah, Cyril just kind of ignores it and keeps walking.
As
Oh.
you keep walking, you
It's
eventually
okay.
see Caspian inside behind like an alleyway.
Hello there. What are you
Kenobi.
what are you doing? And he sort of like leans in to Caspian. Hello?
I don't know if he's there anymore.
Oh yeah, he might be. Okay, that's cool.
It's okay. You can just see them. You just see him and like he's got like a troubled stomach. Doesn't feel that great.
Well, Erda finishes up with his plate and goes out to outside.
Yes, foe's finished.
All right, you clean your plates as the 2 halflings probably lick their plates clean.
Yes, you are correct as I did lick
Every little crumb counts. All right. As you eventually all kind of stumble out, maybe potentially out of the brass crab. All right, Solus. As you arrive at the Thornwall Keep, you can hear kind of like people in the distance, obviously preparing and stuff like that, preparing for the festival in the distance. As you hear the town buzzing with a festival of energy. The morning as local sept stalls hanging decorations ahead. The road to Thornwall Keep climbs a low hill towards an ancient edifice as you see a ghostly kind of morning mist as you're kind of like the only one there waiting as you can see the doors are closed currently as it looks like you're maybe a little too early. What do you want to do?
Since I'm at the Thornwall Keep, most likely I'm just gonna be heading towards this side of the cliff just to admire the ocean or the seaside.
Yeah, you can see some fishermen's out there. You can see the water clashing across the edges as it splashes.
Yeah, I just have my my feet like at the same alignment of my shoulder, just hands back, just looking at the ocean until like I see some commotion going on nearby.
All right. As eventually, the rest of you begin to make your way to the wall keep. I'm assuming. As eventually you do come across Caspian, got in the forest or somewhere.
Yeah, she found a group of trees just to sit under because it was shade and nobody else was around.
Solus? Is that you?
As I'll say, Caspian, you have probably 2 hours left before you feel better. So you're feeling a little bit better, but it's not helping with the noise. The noise is quite loud here. I have to change the music actually. I need celebration music.
Good timing.
Alright, so our mages are moving towards the Thornwall Keep, or no?
I think so, yeah.
As Miles...
And I am wearing my robes today.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say Cyril is actually not wearing his robes today.
So you eventually notice everybody that's making it there. As eventually, some of you that make it there, you do see Solus. You see that weird individual that never really had a conversation with most of you guys, as he's on the edge waiting. As you do eventually turn around, as you do see you see some of the individuals that had drank too much, ate too much, arriving towards Thornwell Keep, as they all have an envelope. As at first you thought you were the special case, but it doesn't look like it.
Hey, I'm special just like everyone else.
Especially alone.
Giuseppe's trying to whisper, but he's clearly, yelling. They have envelopes too!
Most likely, I'm just gonna start walking towards the group, and just basically have the piece of paper is like, I believe you guys have these as well.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Oh, were we supposed to bring them?
Um,
I have mine right here! He kind of fumbles around. It's at his pocket, but it's all greasy from the food he ate, so he's like, I swear it's here! It's here!
This is a greasy mess in your hands.
I'll just basically retract my paper. It's just yeah, I see that you have it.
Alright. As you guys begin to talk and mingle, you do see eventually Dareth come out. As you do see the individual once again. As you guys, this is the first time meeting him, but for obviously Solus, you've seen him before. As he says, "Good morning, Becklin friends!" As he obviously has a cheerful voice. I'm glad I caught you guys. As you can see him at the the doorway, as he obviously looks like no more than 20 years old. He's got obviously a sword to his hip. He's kind of changed his weaponry now. It seems fit, as the greatsword was rather too big for him. As you can see, a cloth sack in his arms. I'm Dareth. I'm a Becklin student. I hope you guys haven't had breakfast already.
Did you say breakfast? I mean, I've had first breakfast, but not second breakfast.
Oh yeah, I just went to the market to get some fresh food.
Oh, great.
Of course. Oh my god. Giuseppe kind of whispers to Miles, I have second breakfast. I didn't know they would have second breakfast.
I know. I didn't expect we'd get that here, but these people seem very accommodating. I like it.
Very.
And I was like, I think I'll pass.
So, have you guys grew up in Volgar, or you guys people from outside of town?
I feel
Nah.
like if you were to ask us if we grew up here, we might not be from here.
Sorry, I've never met any of you before, except for Solus here. We had a duel, two squires to another.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Oh, it was just friendly, anyways. I'm still a trainee, of course.
Of course.
But yeah. You here for the Kingfishers Festival? That I'm assuming then.
Sure.
Well, it's an annual festival. Celebrates the victory of the Knights of Salamia, the Lord Deckard Volgar over the forces of the Empire Istar. This battle occurred hundreds of years ago, before the Cataclysm, and the sparked the village's founding, of course.
Very cool.
It sounds like you're not
Oh,
really
cool.
interested in the lore of this place, but today's festivities are music, food, games, and assortment of the town's founding of what they are known for, as well as the mercenary of the Ironclad regiments here, with the famous Cudgel Iron Smile, the band, and training the Vulgars of the small Michala to fight just in case. Also, I'll be participating in the reenactment of the Battle of High Hill in this afternoon. As he's like a child, he's just like getting really happy and really excited.
Oh, me too, me too.
As he's like, oh, sorry, here. He takes out of his bag. Here, one for you, one for you. As he gives it to Caspin, does Caspin take it? It's the pie. It's a meat pie. It's from the fishbowl, so it's like the fishy smell. Ooh.
Yeah, he's just gonna drop it immediately and just turn around and roll.
Did I do anything bad?
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it for him for later.
He dropped it on the ground. It kind of splattered on the ground.
Oh, Seppi kind of looks over it and mourns. He's incredibly sad. Oh.
Well, let me get you in, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just so nervous. I've never seen so many interesting people, rogues. Oh man, you guys remind me of like those mages long ago, thousands of years ago. I've been told they are rather extinct now.
Mages. I think you have mistaken us with somebody.
Mages in this economy.
He heads into the doors. You hear the heavy doors open up. As you can tell, he's just coming in, kind of starstruck by everybody. He's quirky and he's trying to be charming towards you guys, but he is obviously a novice knight trying to learn, to be inspired by the old ways. As you eventually head towards Thornwall Keep. As you see the veins of the bronze color ivy clings to Thornwall Keep as ancient 3-story stone tower, the tallest structure in Vulgar. From its roof, it rises in elaborate devices you can see up top, resembling a catapult. As you see the crumbling ruins of the walls and other fallen structures around the keep. Amid them lie several swallowed square pits covered in like excavation sites or some such like that. But you can see this this is no longer a working fortress. It's just an antique at this point. As you do arrive in, you see Thornwall Keep as many structures, emblems of Vulgar's past. As you do see eventually Becklin inside, as she's in a simple shirt and breeches, as she is on the first floor of the library. That's the wrong music. Whatever. I'll just go back to this one. Alright, and she begins to look towards you. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, she is excited to see everybody here. I know you guys all come from different waves and different lives, but we all know Ispin, and, well, I had sent these messages out towards you all, as you guys were really close with Ispin, and I thought you deserved this besides that. I hope you enjoyed the handman pies from Darth. He was so excited to get them for you, of course.
Oh, they were delicious.
As she begins to take a box from behind her, as you see Becklin kind of entering, kind of getting closer to your room, as you can see this shallow wooden box, approximately 3 feet in size, as she sets it down gently on the table. This is for you. I know one of you potentially could use it, but this is for a gift, as it's been left this for all of you. But it comes in conditions, of course. Since he won't be attending the Kingfish's festival this year, he wanted you all to participate for him. Especially, he hoped you take this place during the reenactment of the Battle of the High Hills. Every year, it's looked forward to participating and dying, even if it looks ludicrous in ways than the year before. As Becklin smiles towards you as a memory as she opens the box, revealing a round green shield, as it was Ispin's.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow! Can I? Josefi, really? Can I really?
As you can see, Ispin's signature shield. You can see carved with kind of like a broad leaf of a tree, painted with kind of a mossy green color finish to it. It looks almost very kind of like druid in nature, as you can see by the stories of Ispin, recalling from Ispin's story, by the shield by his stories was given by a unicorn far off in the forest in the darkened woods. None can say it's true of another as Ispin's tales, as it was blessed towards him. As Becklin is giving one of you guys the shield to participate in the Battle of the High Hills reenactment in his place. As she leaves it up to you to decide, as it's a gift.
So the infamous Uni Shield.
As I will FYI, it is more than a shield. It's a +1.
What does it mean?
Everyone's just like, we all want to be Ispin now.
Yeah, I'll take the +1 shield.
Well, now you guys have to talk to each other. As there's 7 of you, so like, I want the shield. I know Ispin more, kind of thing. I want to be a part of the reenactment because she wants you to be part of the reenactment in his place.
Back Sopham's like shield is not my proficiency, so you can decide whoever will be wielding the shield without me.
Yes, Caspian also say I have no need for a metal shield.
Shield will just weigh me down.
It's not
Actually,
a
I
metal
don't think it
shield.
would be
It's
metal,
it's
yeah.
made of tree. It's a sacred shield. It's a wooden shield.
Oh no, I can't use it.
Oh
I
shit.
thought that I could for some reason.
So Drew can use it.
I still have no need for the shield.
You can if you guys are interested in the shield, just write in the Roll20 chat. If you're not, don't bother writing it. Especially if you can use shields. Make sure your class can wield them. Depending if you just want them for the sake of having a shield, then you can, but that's kind of defeats the point of it. Cheese.
Just carry it around.
Alright, so it looks like only 2 people. As Solus and Zebi, you kind of look at it as you guys are eyes sparkling towards it, as you both can't have it, but knowing the person who has it will be part of the reenactment. And likely
Josefi kind
will
of
keep the blade, or not the blade, the shield.
Josefi looks over at Solus and says, well, how about this? If you let me use it while we're doing the reenactment, you can use it for later.
I can agree on this. After all, how I met Ispin was actually a thief actually stole my shield, and while traveling, he spent countless miles looking for me.
Oh. Josefi kind of eyes kind of widen.
So you can play in the reenactment with the shield. I know you had your eyes set out on it.
Thank you, Solus.
It's kind of like
Gotta make it
it's like a buckler shield, which is kind of cool. It's a circle shield.
Oh, nice.
Let me write it down my notes to give it back to you. So. Back to you, man.
I would also approach. I called it cereal, but is it
Beckel?
cereal?
Or
Cereal?
Oh wait, who are you?
Oh,
Oh,
Cyril.
Oh, him.
Cyril? Yeah.
Cereal? Yeah, you can call him
Cyrex.
cereal. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling him cereal. Out of
cereal.
character.
Yeah.
he would just approach you for some odd reason. It was just like, you, how do you know of my existence? My race, specifically.
I've taken an interest in magical and arcane things. So it's just something I came across during my studies.
I've seen none of my race here, and no talk or any knowledge of it, so it's interesting that one of you guys have knowledge of it.
This current land seems to be quite devoid of magic, whether by ignorance or by neglect. I'm not quite sure which.
Would I believe that I would be in, because most likely it's time travel, is the past version of it abundance of magic or less of magic?
The past version was abundance of magic, and they were believing of gods and deities, but now people forsaken them. They haven't heard of gods or anything like that. Magic is kind of scarce as well. They only know by the magic that the forces of Tiamat has brought here.
I believe you're correct on the magic and the abundance of it, as well as the lack of faith of deities, especially of my own god. I could feel it wilting away.
If it's not too personal, which deity do you know?
The one thing I forget, but we'll think about the deity later. But it's
He needs to put a
the one
post-it
of
note
five.
on his screen.
Yeah, it's just like I need to find that deity. I was just like, it's cheese lord. It's the cheese spaghetti monster. That's my deity. But
we'll retcon it. Yeah.
Wow.
I could just say it's just like, oh yeah, it's the life deity. It's just like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, the goddess. She is amazing.
Right.
Weird flex, but okay.
It gives me one of my many rules that no matter who is injured, most likely I'll be attending to them.
You fancy yourself a cleric then, I take it?
I do. Mainly in the front lines of past wars.
Oh, okay.
So, Beckham, will you be there for the festival?
Did you say Becklin?
She says, yeah, I will be a part of it. I am on the winning side, of course. As well as Adareth will be accompanying me. We should be get going, of course. It won't be for a few hours, but we have to practice, of course. Enjoy the festivities, of course, and we shall meet upon the battlefields. Of course, for fun. She begins to head out, as you can see, eventually, Darth closing the door and locking up, as he begins to kind of obviously push you out of the fortress for the time being, as...
Okay, I guess we're leaving.
She begins to head out.
So this reenactment thing, seems like a pretty big deal around here.
Yes, they seem to take it quite seriously. More power to them, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Cyril kind of leans in to the other two mages and just goes, so the presence of an Asmar here clearly indicates that there's some level of magic going on, right?
I mean, yes, but I don't know if it's enough to say for certain.
Noted.
Could just be bigger things at play.
Right.
Well, I'm sure it'll be revealed to us soon enough.
Yeah.
I feel, I don't know, tingly all over. My skin itches.
Yeah. I can't help shake the feeling. Oh, and Cyril just kind of looks over. Huh?
I forgot
gonna
to
say,
ask her what's the be to practice for the play. Man,
Right. Right.
Ooh. Yes. So, wonderful. Let's go see what the rest of the day has in store, and we'll go from there.
You can see most of the Kingfisher's Festival is being held in the village circle, as it's being quite a big commotion from your distance. You can see a lot of people over there.
Giuseppe's going to shout out and run over. Guys, I'll be right to go to circle paying for the reenactment. I'll see you there.
See us there. Hooray.
Anybody else? Are you guys staying at Thornwell Keep, or are you guys heading towards the festivities?
I think heading towards the festivities.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the same thing.
You just move yourself in the village circle if you see fit. If you're not, then you don't have to go there. As you guys eventually come into the festivities, I got a little artwork for you. People kissing, people dressing up that tree. Alright, so you do see upbeat music, the village circle, as you do see happy villagers. You can see the traffic here is quite crazy here, but eventually low traffic eventually as you arrive in. As you do see the mayor of this place addressing the crowd. As you do see her in the distance, I can show you what she looks like.
It sounds so funny saying traffic, because I just imagine there's like, 5 or 6 cars or carriages. Like, get out the way! Honk, honk.
You see colorful banners and paper decorations shaped like the Kingfisher decorated in the village circle. You can see temporary stalls selling food and colorful crafts. In the center of the circle, you see an ancient tree that provides a shade for happy picnickers from a temporary stage as a band of local musicians bringing spirits and songs to close as the mayor, Raven Vulgar, takes the stage. Welcome, friends! As the mayor begins, raising her arms. Welcome to the Kingfisher's Festival! As you hear cheers and applause as many smiles widen. As you see, today is a day of not only revelry, but as a reflection. We are all here thanks to the courage of the heroes who came before us. Let us honor our founders, our family, and those who can't be here to celebrate today. Enjoy the Festival of Vulgar with good spirits, good times, and good friends. And look to the Kingfishers for good luck. As you hear an energetic round of cheers. Yeah! And as you kind of feel the excitement, as you see the mayor's words, as with that, the Kingfisher Festival is officially underway. As you see in Vulgar's village, you can see the Circle of the Heart, the Kingfisher Festival events here. Many different kinds of events. You can see sharing food, drinks, rotating series of enthusiast musicians in the distance. Crowds are dancing. People are trying drinks, pastries. There are obviously vendors selling fish pastries, sweet drinks that are shaped like the Kingfisher in crafts, as they're selling them for 3 copper each. As you begin to look around for the festivities, there's obviously the games you can play here, actually. As you begin to look around, for those that want to get some food, they can obviously get some food for 3 copper pieces, as they're obviously here. You eventually look across a lot of the weird things they sell here, obviously to bring in people in and to buy things, as you eventually kind of come across the fish catcher kind of event, as you see a traffic flow steadily across the village circles at the waft, as you see amateur fishers against the community's best anglers, all competing to catch the largest fish. As you guys can participate if you like, as they'll let people use fishing poles and bait for 30 minutes for free. As there is a prize, as you can see, a valueless trophy and bragging rights, as the real prize is at stake. As you do see, the Mayor Raven is currently one of the best fishers around here. As you can see, people are preparing themselves to cast line and sinker. As if you guys want to, you can obviously join in.
Bragging rights is good enough for me.
Give it a try.
I'm just in it for the fun.
There actually is a prize for first prize, but you do not know what the prize is.
Death.
Show me what you got.
A plus 80 sword? Nice.
A plus 80. Oh my god.
I already gave a legendary
Jesus.
item yesterday. I'm good now.
He got it out of his system.
Alright.
No more.
So you guys can head towards the wharf if you are interested, or you're just interested in watching. You don't have to attend. You can obviously eat, enjoy yourself, or dance.
Well, Steppy's gonna dance with the others.
As Caspian, your sickness is still not gone, as you have an hour left.
Getting a little better though.
Correct.
Now it's only just a dull roar in my ears with the waves right now instead of being piercing.
All right. As you see the fishing poles rest up on her shoulders, you see Raven takes the place as one of the competitors, beckons other participants to line up with her along the docks. It's time to find out among us of the Kingfishers, fishing folk, is the fisherman's king, as the mayor says. As you can see, she casts her line into the Vanguard River as her competitors receive her pun with good spirits. Groans of laughter as you see the cast lines sink as well. For those that want to play, I will tell you the game. So let me know if you want to play. You can write in the chat. All right. So move your token there as well, Solus, towards the wharf.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't hurt. Maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. You know, never know. As
It's
Osepi's by
orphan.
himself, he's like, "Yay, party! Where's everybody go?"
Just left you.
All right,
Well, I gotta get ready for the game. I gotta practice.
all right. So the contest plays out in 10-minute rounds. After each character spends 10 minutes fishing, you can roll to determine on. So the roll is survival. The higher survival, the better. And then obviously you will roll a d20 afterwards. So yeah, in a sense.
Survival. Ugh, I should have.
Oh, it's funny because I maxed that out.
Just give me a sec. Don't roll yet.
Oh, sorry.
So you only have advantage if you brought your own fishing gear. So you guys are just borrowing it. So if you were a skilled fisherman, you would have advantage on these checks. But I don't think any of you guys have a fisherman background.
Should have become one while we were.
While we were on the boat for months.
All right. As the contestants arrive, all right, as you guys are playing against each other, so I'd like everybody roll a survival check. Miles, that doesn't count, so you can re-roll
Okay.
if you're obviously playing.
Go.
Oh god, look at
Oh,
these survivals.
shit.
Miles,
Oh, well,
get in.
mine double rolled.
It's okay. I'm gonna roll a nat 20 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope, that's a 5.
Yeah.
I was so close. I'm only 15 away.
All right. Now the cool thing is, as you begin to fish for 10 minutes, everybody roll a d20. This is The survival just helps. The D20 matters the most.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh god.
Oh.
All right.
Not good with
As we'll start with Caspian. As after 10 minutes, you begin to fish for a while. The contest lasts for 30 minutes, so you can obviously do this 3 times in a row if you really want to win, which we're probably going to. But you begin to go for the 10 minutes. You get no fish. Nothing seems to bite. Solus, with the 3, you get no fish. With the 4, what was your survival check, Fox?
Mine was 5.
All right, you fail as you begin to try to pull in something as it breaks your line.
Oh, I was hoping for a boot. Can I have a new line,
Not even
please?
that.
Yeah, we can. There you go. All right, Miles with a 20. What did you get for your survival?
That was a 19.
All right, you begin to reel this big boy in as you reel and reel and reel. As you pull it out, you just see this big boy coming out. As you get an 8-foot-long Benabog. As it pulls up,
Jesus.
as it's bigger than him. Oh yeah!
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like
Big boy.
3 times the length.
Don't eat me.
Holy shit.
All right, and then Cereal here. As you're attempting to get this one, what was your survival check?
12.
You break the line as it pulls you in instead as you splash in the water. Oh!
Could I get some help here,
Yep,
please?
As they pull you in.
Oh, great. Now my clothes are soaked.
As our last individual, the 7. What was your survival check there, Jordan?
It was 3.
Oh yeah, your line just breaks and snaps.
Can I have another line, please?
Yes, you can. As after 10 minutes, as they're conducting, obviously, the winners right here for the first round, we have a winner, Miles! We're going to start another fishing. Prepare yourselves. As you can obviously see, the mare's really good. She's getting, like, pretty much what Miles is getting. She's very good at what she does. She does it with one hand. She's done this for years.
Whoa.
But she's obviously not obviously competing in a way she wants, obviously, the locals to have a chance. All right. As we will go into it again, everybody survival.
I'm just gonna bless my fishing rod with guidance.
Sure.
It's a 3.
Shit.
Caspian's kicking in. 17.
Oh, not 20.
Oh.
Now you just
Nice.
need a good D20 once you have it. All right, everybody survival.
No shit. D4. Okay, 11.
All right, is that everybody that wants to keep going or no? I see.
think
It's the only 5.
I got the fishy, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. All right.
Go for it, Miles. Keep going.
You can keep going, Miles, if you want to get better at it.
Oh, okay.
It's based on how many big fishes you catch. It's points basically. 9. All right. So now everybody roll me a D20.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Miles is like pro here. Look at this.
Yeah, except his blind's gonna snap again.
All
Oh,
right.
his line-
Caspian with a 2. What was your roll originally for survival? Which doesn't matter.
17.
You fish there. Nothing is biting on your rod.
That's why I have a trick up my sleeve for the last round.
All right. Cereal with a 3. Nothing bites on your line. All right. Miles with a 20. The big one bites. What is your survival check?
That was a 9.
It snaps as you get pulled into the water. As the big one, you were trying to get another big one, but it was so heavy, it was so strong, it pushed you into the water.
Damn you, fish.
As 6 here. What did you get there,
Survival.
Aaron?
Same 6.
You got 6 for survival as well?
Yep.
Okay, you get nothing. You break line again. Solus, 11. What was your survival?
11.
Alright. As you begin to pull and pull and pull, as you catch something, you find a mature river eel about 1.5 foot long.
Nice.
That's your part of the board now. And a fox, what are you on for your last one? You had a 6. And what was your survival?
3. So another snap.
The line breaks again.
Another line, please.
Yeah.
Okay, we can cinch this. We got this, foe.
As they talk about the Benbog as an enormous carp, Vulgar's legend, as it's only been seen as considered good luck if you catch it, as it's kind of a local legend, as one person caught it, which is pretty big.
Yeah, if it was luck, why'd I get snatched in?
They're hard to catch. They're very strong. But you're lucky to get one.
Time for a good roll to catch one. I was just waiting for this time.
All right, last one, boys. All right, everybody, roll me survival.
Same thing. I'm just gonna cast gun.
Yep, I'm gonna do as well.
Cereal. 13. 13. Nice.
Damn, I'm not doing really well. I have a high survival check.
Well, that's...
Yeah, okay.
You're just getting the low rolls out of the way.
Alright, and now everybody roll me a d20 to see what kind of fish you catch.
Whoa,
Jesus, Miles!
what the heck?
They really need to roll something.
I think he needs to retire as
He's
an
got all his
adventurer and
luck
just go
rolls
pro
out.
fisher.
He's gonna get a bunch of nat ones now in this combat. So he's like, oh god damn it.
Jesus, Miles, you're not a halfling.
Oh, wow, nice timing.
Alright. Well, the survival's not gonna help you there.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Miles with a 20. What was your survival, Miles?
It was 13.
It snaps again. This time, you don't fall in the water. Your entire rod falls in the water as it disappears underwater. Alright. Cereal here. 7. What was your survival?
5.
Your line snaps again. What about you, Ox?
I rolled an 11 on the d20 and a 13 for survival.
That's actually really good. You managed to get something. You get a tiny carp, about 1 foot long.
This something.
It's good eating tonight, boys.
Alright. Caspian with an 18. What did you roll for survival?
16.
Alright, Caspian, you managed to get something as well. As you pull it in, you get a mature carp 3 foot long. Alright, Solus with a 5. What is your survival check?
13.
You managed to get a tiny river eel about 1 foot long.
Eels seem to be my specialty.
As our last individual got a 20. It was your survival check.
20.
Yeah, what was your survival?
3.
3. You get pulled in as this thing pushes you in as you get soaked. As well, that contestants of the prizes here. It looks like as they do the measurements after a good 10 minutes, as you guys begin to see your things being measured and how many you caught, we have a winner here. Seeming fit beaded raven. Alright. As you are, Miles, you are the winner of this festival. You are the first prize winner. She came in second. As you beat her. Well, contestant winners. The total length of fish caught is the total. So they're going by the length of fish you caught for each foot. So each feet for each one. Alright, so as all the contestants receive a tiny wooden carving of the kingfisher as obviously just a prize to enter in. As you get these little wooden carvings of the kingfisher, as you do see the winner of its choice. You can either get a blue cap, or you can get a fishing fly made of blue feathers. So you can get either a blue cap knitted for a fisherman, or you can get a fishing fly made of blue feathers. A special fly for you if you ever want to fish again.
The fly.
All right. As they do sell their Kingfisher rods here, if you ever want to buy them, they're worth 50 gold pieces. They're the signature ones. As they all applaud and drink. Yay! So if you ever use a rod in the future with that little blue feather thing, it gives you a +5 on your survival checks.
Ooh.
It's
That's good.
It's worthless though. It doesn't sell for anything.
I mean, that's good for Miles because he couldn't roll less
Never
than.
know.
No, he did
20
say it was
on
priceless.
It's priceless, of course, to a winner, but obviously some people are not going to. It's more of like a gimmick, if anything, for fun. But yeah, so in a sense that you can keep your fishes that you guys have obtained. As you can see in the back, you can see Lord Barkus drinking heavily as he spends most of his time at the wharf as he just chuckles and laughs at people. You guys suck at fishing. As that ends the festivities.
I suppose the mock battle will be starting soon. Does anybody know where it was supposed to be?
I assume we're supposed to go back to the village circle, and they'll tell us there.
Mm.
As you do eventually, after a while, the celebration kind of calms down for a while, but there's still people doing things and stuff like that. But you can obviously see people of guardsmen and moving towards the festival as they're heading out from Volgar into the high hills for it. As you can see, a lot of people are moving in that direction towards watching the reenactment. As you do not see Josepi, he's with the reenactment. He finally gets caught in with the crew as they begin to walk a 30-minute walk outside the village.
I imagine we follow them then, yeah?
Well, yeah.
We're off
Couldn't
to
hurt.
see Hosopi.
Alright. As you guys begin to go towards the reenactment of the battle on the high hill. It's about a 30-minute walk north of the village. As you can see in the distance, eventually making the run, you see drills for the Volgar Milita is currently obviously began out there. As soon as you get there, it's kind of in the afternoon when this happens, as you see the Mayor Raven rallying the militia kind of in a circle, as you can see people heading in that direction. As you do see in the distance, eventually Darth and Becklin heading in that kind of direction as well. As you begin to see the reenactment a little different in the past years, as it's always different as they act it each time. As you can see, kind of this mock of the battle reenactment is the Knights of Salamian, the ancient victory over the enemies of the forces of the eastern nation of the Star. The battle was led by Lord Volgar and the noble knights and the village founder. This year, the Mayor Raven is arranged for a friend in town, a mercenary leader of Cudgel Ironsmile, as you guys know. As you do see, the participants of the Cudgel Ironclad Regiment is playing a part of the invading Istarian forces. The mayor claims to be happy, as a coincidence of Cudgel's band was in the area during the event. As you can see, the mayor of Raven has given the village militia a lot of attention recently, and some of the villagers thinks they hired Cudgel to visit Volgar to help to this event. But it's possibly vague rumors, as you've heard rumors to a war to the east. as well-trained mercenaries on opposing sides this year of the reenactment could be more of a challenge for the Mishla for the past years. As you can see, people are obviously preparing themselves upon the fun. As you can see, obviously everybody in ironclad regiment armor. As you yourself, Hosepi, you are in the armor as well. You are fighting against Istar with Dareth, as he's kind of showing you the ropes. As he's like, well, you have these things, as you have your shield. As he gives you like kind of like a spear that's like, it has like more of a rubber tip at the end. It's not supposed to hurt anybody.
Oh, okay. And I just thrust it like this. Woo, woo. Hosepi kind of loses his balance.
Do you know how to ride a horse, by chance?
A horse?
Oh yeah. You don't have to be, but that'd be kind of cool. You're supposed to be the reenactment of, well, as he kind of nudges towards obviously the individual you're supposed to be playing.
Hosepi kind of nods and kind of notions to his shield and raises it up slightly. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this.
All right. As you do see, obviously, the armies of the distance. As you can see, there are obviously Cudgel's kind of lieutenants. You can see of the Iron Regiment. You can see one of a half ogre. He's playing against the opposite end, and as she's with him, with many different kind of knights, kind of dressed up in their regiments as well, as they're all kind of preparing themselves. As you guys are on the opposite end of the hill, as crowds of people are kind of getting in around the vicinity, as they're preparing to see the scene of the battle.
Do I see my friends behind me?
It's crowded of people. There's so many people to see.
Oh, I hope they made it. I want to make them proud.
Oh, I'm sure they'll see you. As passing through the woods and the fields, you can see Volgar's parade of the Michelin members. The reenactments as you can see, spectators finally reaching the hill. The grassy slopes and is spotted with trees, crumbling stone fences near the base. Several dozen soldiers in matching armor stands in even formation. The construct is striking between the mercenaries and the ironclad regiment of Volgar's Michelin. With their mismatch of armor and crooked helmets, but it does not, as nothing is to dampen the spirits of those assembled for the Night Fisher Festival, as you see this climatic event happen before your eyes. As you see the parade follows at the top of the hill, where you can see Mayor Raven and Cudgel Ironsmile meeting to discuss final preparations of the event soon, of the reenactment between the participants and the spectators. As everybody's talking, oh, I can't wait to see this. Oh man! As you can tell, there are obviously people out there. As you do see Raven kind of moving towards some of the crowd, asking if anybody was interested in getting involved in the reenactment, as we're having a few missing people on the side of Volgar. If you're interested, you can obviously assign yourself to be part of the reenactment. If not, they're willing to pay 5 gold pieces.
I would definitely join.
Yeah, I think Cyril.
Okay, you bought me.
All right. For those that want to get paid, they can get paid 5 gold, or afterwards the event is done. Or you don't have to. You can be like, I just want to be part of this cool event that happens once a year.
No, I'll take 5 gold.
All right. You get the 5 gold at the end of the battle.
Ah, you whore.
All right.
On God, you rat
As they begin
stallion.
to put armor on you and stuff, it's not even like real armor. It's just kind of colorful, kind of paper mache shit. Very clunky indeed. As eventually you come up towards it, as you eventually see your friend, as you do see Hosepi there, as he's on a horse for the first time.
Is he on the outside?
Whoa there! Guys! Josepi's kind of waving the stick-shaped spear with his hand, waving it nonchalantly. Guys, over here! Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. You're high up.
Is he on a full-size horse?
Correct.
Whoa.
Yes, that's scary.
As given spears towards you, as you can see, the spears are padded, as they wouldn't do any damage, as they just want you to kind of reenact the fighting and pretend if you can act to die upon the battlefield.
Guys, look! And he shows the shield as well. I'm Espen Greenshield! And he kind of tries to base his voice a little bit. I'm Espen Greenshield! I mean business!
Yeah, you do, buddy.
Let's just hope you don't meet the same end. God rest. Anyways, when does this thing start?
It almost gets to dead silence as everybody's kind of getting ready. As you can see, it's kind of dead silence to prepare a battle. As you can see, people are just getting ready. I can't wait for this. Oh my god. As you can see, like Mishalov men on both sides. There's about like a good dozen. As you can see, Mayor Raven calls out, "Assemble!" As you can see them breaking lines, almost like a military kind of thing. As most people are fishermen, some people they're just getting the shields getting close. Your little spears are getting close to each other. As you can see from the west side of the hill, the militia begins to move. As from the other side, the east side, as you guys are from a hill standpoint, hundreds of feet away from each other. As you hear much laughter in the distance, as you hear charge, as everybody starts running forward with their horses and everything, as they're just running. As you can see, after much laughter of jostling, the mayor of the cudgel and the specters walk nearby the vantage to watch as the Mishla takes up positions upon the high hill. You see, same as the Salamic troops held centuries ago, facing mercenaries and ironclad regiments atop the base of the hill, a raiment of forces of Istar once were. Although the event is only in reenactment, a tingle of excitement fills the field. Somewhere on the line of the reenactor hoots and yells as you hear, "Let's send those Istarian rats running!" As a moment later, you hear trumpets blasting signals to start the battle for Istar! As the people yell, the mercenaries from the other side, as you see a tall half-ogre amongst several mounted soldiers mock it at the Istarian troops assaulting the hill around you, as the vulgar militia charges to meet them in battle. As you begin to see the two groups begin to battle with each other, for those who are in the reenactment, roll a perception check.
Perception.
I guess Miles gave up on this thing now.
Yeah, like whatever.
Rip.
I'll give 5 gold. I don't care.
Ooh.
Oh,
Alright.
good.
Alright, so I'm gonna whisper this towards our highest perception individual.
Damn, let's go, Erdan.
What do you go by the name on here again? Brober, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so upon the sun that glistens in your eyes, the highest roller sees this beyond anybody else. What do you see?
Me?
Correct, you're the only person who saw this.
Yeah, okay.
You can roleplay it as is. You don't. It's up to you.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
As you do see this, as you see the militia clashes with one another as the battle begins, people are attacking one another with the blunt weapons and stuff. As you hear unexpected sounds of noise, as you see this with your eyes, what do you see?
I'm just looking over there, and he sees the half ogre making some gesture with the steel axe, and
As you see the steel axe, as you hear unexpected sounds of metal clashing on armor rings across the field, silence and laughter as it begins to boost louder as you see with your own eyes, only you, a red ribbon of red splashes over the grassy hills, followed by shocking screams as the reenactment shatters as the hill of the site of the true battle once more, while within moments all around you, armed mercenaries attack unprepared villagers as they scream for their lives. As you hear in the background, as you realize something's gone wrong quite fast, as you hear panic screams.
What's happening?
I don't want to make a rational decision. What's called? Irrational.
As you hear screams, you see blood being spattered. As you realize it in the middle fight, as you see villagers being killed, as you see hostile about a few mercenary guards moving towards the villagers as they're undefended, as they're being killed by war horses on mounts, being slaughtered. As you hear people screaming, as you see Darth there accompanied on the hill, as he begins to realize quickly enough, what's going on? This is not supposed to happen! What
Let's
do you
go,
guys do?
everyone. They can't pay us if they're dead.
I'm not hesitating. I'm going into the.
Yeah, Cyril's, I guess, already in the middle of it.
You are in the middle of it as you hear screaming people in the distance. For those people who are not in the reenactment, you do see people running as horses are getting stomped on people, weapons being harmed. As you can see, this reenactment feels like it's real as you see this big guy swinging his axe, cleaving people down. As for those people who are in the battlefield, we'll go into a battle map.
Well,
For
with
the
my
5 gold, everyone. For the 5 gold.
with my 6, I'll be like, man, that's some really good special effects.
I don't think it's supposed to happen, but
Is this a part of the reenactment?
No.
I don't think.
Oh, Zeppi, I'm gonna say no.
I'm just running like, no, it's not.
Has happened, definitely not the part of reenactment.
War has come to Vogler, and we will answer.
Bro, say it like that again, bro, please. Say it like that again. War has come to.
What?
No, that was perfect. I liked it. That's why I was laughing.
Oh dear.
We'd just like to get a second version of the recording.
Oh, right, yes.
He just turned to the right, looking into the middle of nowhere, like to a camera.
Yeah. Like a confessional in the office.
Yeah, it's like a war has come to Boga.
Who are you talking to? Oh, it's for the trailer.
The trailer, guys.
What? So, guys, shit, we just like had a fucking Deadpool. We broke the fourth wall.
Catch this shit at the Super Bowl. Like,
Stay tuned.
Vox Machina, it's our turn. The hell's a Machina? It's just like, you don't worry about that.
War has come to. Wait, what was my line again?
line.
No, let's start from the top. Let's start from
line.
the top. Line. Drink. Where's my chair? Is someone sitting in my chair?
Yeah. Suddenly you hear a,
Okay, could we try that again, but with like a little more seriousness?
I can't see anything. I've got dark vision.
Give me a second. I don't think I have you on the map yet. Who's currently in the battle? Who's not? Just message me on the chat here. Who's not part of the battle? I'm assuming Caspin's not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so you're just watching as you're trying to defend people
Oh, Cereal's in the battle, but I can't see anything right now.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it's. Oh, it's probably because they have this on, like dumbasses. Let me get rid of this. 'Cause it's not supposed to be dark. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
As you do see, rather an ogre, as he begins to shout, "Kill them all!"
Holy shit.
As his name is Draconus, and pretty fucking beefy name.
Oh, I'm not even here.
I think you went too far with this. How it's called?
Reenactment.
Alright, sorry, who's not there? Apologies if I didn't res you on the screen.
Foe.
Alright.
Sorry, I popped myself on.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you can put yourself wherever you want.
Dare you to start right beside the ogre.
All of you to assume I will.
You can if you want. I don't really care.
Okay.
I'll be over here.
Please don't.
Excelsior!
Yeah, he told me. No, it's just... I'll probably be like up on the front lines immediately.
I would like to hit you with some heroism before, but if you're too far away from me, I can't do that.
Alright, so roll initiative, boys.
And that's what we'll end.
Oh, remember to click
Intercession
your.
there. So just roll
okay.
initiative. We're gonna intercession there in the battlefield. So that'll trigger all. Let's see the initiative rolls here. Nice, we got an actual. I'm just gonna keep it like that for now. That was what intercession here. As our recapper, we'll have to foretell the story for next session.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, it's time. Oh well.
Alright, I hope you guys had a great session. Reminder on payment if you haven't paid. So we'll see you guys next week for another crazy encounter as we'll see what you guys do. As you feel now there's something obviously amiss here.
Yeah.
A quiet town is never a safe town.
Right. All right, guys. Have a good day.
Yeah.
All right, later,
GG's.
guys.
Yeah, bye.